Hello friends, welcome once again. I hope you are learning Android programming step by step. If you like my tutorials, then please don't forget to subscribe. Before we proceed advance, let's understand some commonly used terms of Android programming. So let's start the topic. First, let me tell you about the manifest file. Once again, every application must have an Android manifest.xml file in its root directory. The manifest file provides essential information about your app to the Android system, which the system must have before it can run any of the app's code. Here is a sample Android manifest.xml file. Among other things, it names the Java package for the application. The package name serves as a unique identifier for the application. It describes the components of the application, which include the activities, services, broadcast receivers, and content providers that compose the application. It also names the classes that implement each of the components and publishes their capabilities, such as the intent messages that they can handle. These declarations inform the Android system of the components and the conditions in which they can be launched. It declares the permissions that the application must have in order to access protected parts of the API and interact with other applications. It also declares the permissions that others are required to have in order to interact with the application's components, and it declares the minimum level of the Android API that the application requires. Syntax would be like this. It lists the instrumentation classes that provide profiling and other information as the application runs. These declarations are present in the manifest only while the application is being developed and are removed before the application is published. It lists the libraries that the application must be linked against. Now let's discuss about activity. An activity represents a single screen with a user interface just like window or frame. Simply we can say it is a user interface, with which a user generally interact. Let's understand this is your mobile device. I am using emulator here. Let's open any app. I opens here contact app. Whenever we opens any app, then the screen appears is called is activity. Here this screen of this application is also an activity. And when we click on button or a link with listener event, then we also see that a new window is opened, which is also called an activity. It could be a fragment which is similar to activity, but that is lighter in weight. We will learn about fragment in later tutorials. In any activity there are the following important methods which are very useful for working of an activity. They are, number 1, on create method, number 2, on start method, number 3, on resume method, number 4, on pause method, number 5, on stop method, number 6, on destroy method, and we can understand their working in the following flowchart. You can find this flowchart on internet and you can study in detail about this. Another important building block of the Android app is service. A service is a component that runs in the background to perform long-running operations without needing to interact with the user, and it works even if application is destroyed. A service can essentially take two states. Number 1 is started. And a service is started when an application component, such as an activity, starts it by calling start service method. Once started, a service can run in the background indefinitely, even if the component that started it is destroyed. And second state is called bound. A service is bound when an application component binds to it by calling bind service method. A bound service offers a client-server interface that allows components to interact with the service, send requests, get results, and even do so across processes with inter-process communication, IPC. So from the next tutorial we will try to build a new running app in Android Studio, and then I will try to explain those terms while we will use them in our running app. I hope you like these video. Thanks for watching, and from the next video we will make our Android app. Thank you and have a nice day.